Hi everyone, welcome once more to my YouTube channel. I always try to link a little bit of the politics and entertainment together. There's always that balance together, really, because I realize that a lot of artists, really get into trouble because they don't understand that society. So let's talk about the US dollar. 62% of the American reserve is stored the US dollar. And if you look at America's biggest business partners and trade partners, they are likes of China, Brazil, Russia, and all of these great nations, India. And when I look at all of these nations that have decided to start debunking, they've started to say no to the US dollar, and they have decided to start trading in their own personal currencies, it gives me a reason to worry about not only the United States but about the world, because at the end of the day, we can't deny that America is like the global ruler. So I recently saw China having an agreement with Brazil, deciding to start trading in their own personal currency. If you don't notice something, China for the last decade or more, I don't know, more or less, has been trying to take over the world. Is trying to do business with almost everybody. Take for example, in Africa, China has signed so many deals. From my country, Cameroon, you can imagine how much the Chinese have infiltrated the industrial sector of my country. I don't know if it's a bad or a good thing, because all of that could be economically beneficial to both countries. But I still worry. I still have that fear in me, like the previous people that we had these deals with, they got us into this situation we are in, and now we are having people that we believe that are a little bit more, some sort of a little bit harsher than the previous people we did business with. Well, I'm not going to talk more about that because I know little or nothing about it. So I just want to share a little bit of light on that. But I think all of this is happening because of the evolution of crypto and all of these digital currencies. Because I feel like cryptocurrency at the end of the day is going to be the global currency, because if everybody is refusing the dollar, not everybody's going to accept the euro, not everybody's going to accept the yuan from China, and nobody's going to accept the Russian ruble. And of course, everybody's ready to accept crypto. Amazing. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of these, and all of these solid cryptocurrencies that have, made a name so far in the industry. Americans are complaining about this China not doing business with them, but there are artists, the Black Americans in America. I don't know, I saw Akon as well doing some business with China. Like I said before, because of the previous people we had business with, I still fear who to do business with right now. But of course, I'm not going to stop doing business. I'm going to keep trying, but I have that fear in me. The work Senegal and China are doing together is supposed to be a very beautiful work. I mean, of course, it looks beautiful in the eye, of course, but then I hope it's not just like it has always been. They sell us all of these dreams and then we finally don't realize all of these things. I think the work is already going on already. But why is it being done? Why is China acquiring all of these African places? Why can't just for one African country do a deal with? How big is China that he wants to trade with the whole of Africa? It's buying things. If you want to do business with me, you don't come and buy my space. You can rent it. You can have a business deal where if you are getting space from me, I'm getting your space I'm getting space from you as well. Because I want us to do a business where a 50-50 business, some sort of, if you come to Africa and you have this big portion of land, let it be equivalent to a big portion of land in your country as well. So at the end of the day, don't end up having your land and having mine. Let it be that way, because think about it. If all the rich people in China or the rich people in the West come to Africa and they acquire all of these they acquire all of these lands and acquire all of these factories, what is left for our own people to have to? What is left for our own people? Being that they don't allow us to acquire things from their own in their own countries. I mean, here in the West, you don't just go and buy a plot of land or build a house like you can do in Africa with little or no taxes. You need a lot of things. Talk less of you, a stranger. It's a lot, it's a lot complicated. It's not really balanced. Some sort of. Let's not talk about it. Like I said, an industrial and scientific evolution are a thing that people have not understood it. and people have given it a lot of names. People have tried to, people have termed it a lot of things. This is something that it would never stop. This is something that's gonna be forever, no matter how bad it is. I saw people saying how ChatGPT will take over the world. Think about it. What if ChatGPT was a system that was being used before, and now it is just being given out to the public now because something bigger is being created that we don't know? I always believe that the system gives us something to put our mind on while the real things is being run. I'll just leave it like that. So industrial and scientific revolution is something, is a certain thing that people don't really get to understand. And some people tell you 666, that and that, the coming of the beast, the coming of the beast is all about the coming of an industrialization that we can barely, handle. The coming of the 666, the antichrist, the anti that is the coming is the evolution of the world, the people's mind. You can never stop people from thinking higher than their present state, because if you look back in history, from when the world started, from when history started, from when the history we know started, every generation always believed that sooner or later the world is going to end. But how many billion years have we been living on earth and nothing has happened? And this is how it's going to be forever. For those that believe that the world is coming to an end, okay, till then, let's see. I don't know how I got into religion, but let's stop. For example, some people have already understood that an evolution is definitely a thing that they can never stop. It's gonna happen. They get it, and these energies, all of this information, they don't know how to translate it to the next person. They look for, for words. Excuse me. They look for words and term it, and they try to explain that to these people. So you're explaining a feeling that you both have a feeling. So this person doesn't want to go and find that information. He sends you go and find that and try to translate it to him. So it's something different than when this person himself goes and find out the same information you went and found out. You know what I'm saying? So we should not always sit and wait for things to be given to us. We should always try to look for our own information left and right to, for our own satisfaction. Nothing else is gonna convince us better than ourselves. Nobody's gonna talk you into this is the right time. No matter how much you fool yourself, if somebody talks to you, you need to say to yourself, okay, yes, I've gotten this information, let me act on it right now. So don't sit and wait for information to be given to you because the wrong information, because the people will give you the information they want because they want to control you. Always go and look for the one information you want. So thank you for getting to the point of the video. Please like, share, subscribe. I was not gonna drop this video, but I'm gonna have a lot to do today, so please pardon me, guys. If you have to be too sharp, drop your thought on it, and so we keep growing. You know what's up? Ciao.